aviewtv, an original content community.
Tower of Zeal Online.
Hey guys, welcome to Season 3 of Gaming on the Rocks. Brand new opening, brand new year. Happy New Year to those. We are going to be rocking it on today with a good old friend of mine, our rambling brother, Leon Ramble. How you doing, dude?
Yes, I'm doing good, my rambling brother. Nice intro you got here, by the way.
Thank you, man. For those wondering, yes, I'm still, Bayonetta is not done. Bayonetta, she's coming back in a bit. But today we're talking about Microsoft, Sony, Nintendo, Sega. What is going on in terms of just a look back at 2014 into where they're going to go into this year. Today we have Hyrule Warriors, the footage we're going to be looking at, and first time for the channel. I've been meaning to get this footage up here. But anyways, we're gonna start with actually Sony. Sony's hacking, to me, even though it's still gaming related because it still could have hacked people's accounts and credit card numbers. I don't understand why Sony allowed this to happen. They weren't prepared. These leaked emails, you know, distant celebrities, but more likely, on the gaming front, it's their first year. We're looking at the Order 1886, 1999, part like it's 1999, whatever. I don't know. Some people understand that joke, Prince joke, haha. But yeah, I mean, to me, Sony Leon is just, I don't know, dude. I'm still waiting for that AAA title, and I'm not talking about third-party Call of Duty. I mean something first-party, like a Twisted Metal or Crash Bandicoot, or we know we're getting Uncharted, but beyond that, man, there's got to be something that's got to get me to buy this system.
Yeah, like I haven't heard any news about a new Ratchet and Clank game yet, or Jak and Daxter or something like that. Like those are kind of games that I'm kind of hoping for as well. Like yeah, either that or a new Crash Bandicoot game. As well as like say like I don't know, it's because like there's that, I remember there's that other game too that was on the PlayStation. Like I think it was a PS1 exclusive, wasn't it? Yeah, Spyro the Dragon.
Yeah, and then that broke. They went to third party as well as Crash did. And
afterwards, those two didn't really have, like, I think those two kind of went down in a downward spiral a little bit. But anyway, yeah, like there really hasn't been a game that, like, the only game that I'm extremely hyped for is, of course, Kingdom Hearts 3.
Right.
And even that's not really, you know, like in terms of like exclusive stuff, it's no longer like, you know, just limited to, because like it used to be Sony Nintendo kind of thing back and forth. With the games, like the main games, like the two main games, like Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2 were on the PS2, Sony exclusive with that, and then afterwards, now it's like the main game is no longer going to be on, the PS4. It's like it's actually going to be on both consoles now, and it's kind of ironic since it's pretty ironic that people who have wanted to see it on the Xbox console finally get it, and it's for the Xbone.
Right, you know, and it's
cruel irony.
Cruel irony of that, man. I mean, Microsoft 2 is just not enough games, nothing that makes me want to play it. I mean, for crying out loud, dude. I mean, there's just nothing there. Going back to Sony for a second, man, I just don't understand why there's nothing that's, you know, I always know that games are in development, you know, but it's just like, what I'm hoping for is a little bit more quality control, man. Evolve, the Order 1886. I'm sure people do like that game, and I haven't played these games yet, but I have gamer instinct. You know what I mean? When I went to go buy Sonic Boom, someone told me not to buy it, but then lo and behold, $50 down the drain, and I'll get to Sega and them in a bit. But Sony, you know, I really have high hopes for, but they have to convince me why I should buy PS4. And backwards compatibility too, I think they have it. I don't think Microsoft does. which blows me the hell away. But I think Sony, people correct me in the comments below. I'm not sure it's through the firmware or for the PS1 store, I believe. But I mean, where's the back catalog? I know they're doing it digitally, but if I'm picking up any PS4, I'm hoping to, backwards compatibility. But before moving to Microsoft, any other things we should talk about with Sony, man?
Really, I mean, it's a shame the Order 1886 didn't turn out that well. I mean, because that was like one of their recent games that was getting hyped up, and it didn't really end up being too. It ended up getting mixed. It's like, that's a real shame. It's like, I was hoping that would be like a good game worth checking out, but sadly it just turned out to kind of being sadly a disappointment of potential, which and I'm hoping that they eventually, add on some more games to it, because, I still want to get the other games on it, because they have like a variety of third-party content that's going to be coming. Which, hey, props to them on getting a variety of stuff. But here's the thing, though. It's like, is it going to be good quality content?
Right.
That's the key question, of course.
Right. We've been through that with Wii and that life cycle where we got everything drawn up on a wall to see whatever sticks type of ordeal, and we got some crappy ones and we got some golden gems out of the Wii, but Sony, the third party has to be more than just, I like realistic graphics, excuse me, don't get me wrong, love realistic graphics, I love stuff, but I mean, looking at Hyrule Warriors, for example, man, it seems like they've been able to mend up to, you got some cartoony, you got some realistic looking action heroes in this game. I want a little bit more of that. I don't mind. I play Black Ops 2 almost every day on a Wii U. I don't mind the shooter gritty stuff, but come on, man, you gotta throw some variety in there, some color. Look at the whole color palette. I'm not trying to dictate what the developers do. I'm glad that they have these artistic visions to create whatever they want, but I don't want to just see gray, some dark gray RPG, some dark gray shooter, some dark gray third-person shooter, some dark gray real-time strategy, some dark gray nitty-gritty sports games. I think sports games are a little bit different because they're meant to be realistic. So I'll try to let that slide, but I'm going into Microsoft now, and when they were hacked on Christmas, dude, I'm glad I was playing on my Wii U, dude. I didn't have Xbox Live Gold at the time,
Yeah, but I'm glad I stopped. I'm glad I stopped playing that. Xbox. My 360 is just in its box, gathering up dust or whatever for who knows. It's been sitting there for, I think, like 2 or 3 years now. I think I have no clue. It's like, somewhere probably 3 years. I wouldn't be surprised if that was the case. But yeah, I mean, Microsoft's position really hasn't been. I really haven't been impressed by what they've been shelling out. I mean, I'll give credit to the 2 games I saw at their last year's E3 conference, being that game called Scalebound or whatever the heck it was, by Platinum Games, the same people who made Wonderful 101. It's like that looks interesting. It's like now if only you would keep that going with other games and not just being constant shooters or whatever, I would actually like this.
And just to the viewers, yes, I have a 360. It's not that we're bashing it, as again, this is a critique of everybody. Everyone's coming under the microscope today. So I'm sorry, Leon. Go ahead.
Oh no, it's okay.
I had to draw that disclaimer in there just in case anyone cries.
Clarify that.
Yeah, but go ahead.
Anyway, yes, as I was saying, is that, I mean, Microsoft just their games haven't really, those games really have not drawn me in at all. It's like what about Banjo-Kazooie? What about these? You have freaking Rare in your department, and I've heard about how some old school ones have actually left. Some of the old school Rare developers left Microsoft because they knew it was starting to go down the shitter, and honestly, it has. It's like it really has not been. They really have not utilized it well, which that's a real. It's like, which really makes me wish Nintendo had gotten their hands on Rare instead, because they would have. It's possible they would have made better use of it.
You know, and the thing with me is they were working on a Kinect, but now all of a sudden the Kinect is not even, you know, unless you're using it for an actual home entertainment system, and I get that. There's nothing else, no games being actually utilized that are part of the design of the console. You know, they just kind of shoehorned it in there that it seems like it to me. You know, and you got these Kinect games, and I'm not sure how good they are. I'm sure they're probably fun. You know, I'm sure the dancing games are probably best used with Kinect and the exercise games. I'll give them that. That's a good genre to have. But then not being able to utilize it for any other genre just blows me away, dude. You know, I could imagine an RPG system at least. You got the Xbox controller in your hand, for example. Then you wave your hand to pick, let's say you're playing Final Fantasy VII on the Xbox One. You're picking a Phoenix down to resurrect Tifa, then you make other hand gestures that are actually competent and work, and you know, doing stuff like that. Or for example, I'm not saying Nintendo will ever go third party. Let's say there was like a game like Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga that the more input in depth you point your finger at the object, the more damage it does to an enemy. You know, I don't see the Kinect being utilized in these ways, and if they are, they're mostly tech demos. And mostly these games, the systems have been out here for a year now, and everybody's waiting for something on Sony and Microsoft's part. You know, Nintendo we'll get to in a bit. They already got we're gonna tear them a new one too. But I mean, I'm joking. But I mean, it's just Microsoft, man. It's like, what are you doing with Rare? You know, Killer Instinct's being developed by somebody else. And even I heard it was good, but then you just get this base version of it, and then you gotta buy more characters. Again, going into this problem of this next generation, man. I kind of sense this. Yes, people criticize Wii U, but at the same time, you're getting complete games on that system. But Microsoft and Sony, yeah, they're complete games, but they still feel kind of empty. I don't know. Maybe I'll give Microsoft a couple more years, you know, and we'll see what happens. But just to clarify, I like all these brands, but this is a good critique to point out what, you know, we want the best out of all three of them, for crying out loud, honestly, Sega included. But anything else you think Microsoft would need to do, dude?
Just find better ways to, like, you know, utilize the Kinect or whatever. Yeah, I definitely agree with that. Just like find better ways to make it actually, you know, find ways to actually make it, you know, work well, like Nintendo did, because Nintendo finally proved their mettle with like freaking Skyward Sword. They showed that sensor controls can work if done right. It's like they proved the community wrong there. Like those who were doubtful of, like, they proved like those people wrong. Like, oh, motion sensor controls, this isn't gonna turn out well. It's like, yeah, they had their ups and downs, but they eventually found the right formula, and Skyward Sword proved that.
Right.
With how there was hardly much problems with motion controls, really.
Right. I mean, look, before we get to Nintendo, Sega, some pros of Sony, they got a lot of huge install base. So that means a potential audience good for the industry. Unknown good games possibly coming. Metal Gear 5, Metal Gear Solid 5, I know, the Phantom Pain, and Kingdom Hearts 3. You know, Microsoft, some positive things. Okay, another strong install base. They got Forza Motorsport. They got some good things, but they just need to utilize it. But now, as we go from those big guys going in from Microsoft, Sony fighting in their camp, we're going to two old school guys, Nintendo and Sega, which near dear to my heart, because I'm 30 years old. I've grown up with both of them in some fashion. And with Nintendo, just the other day, dude, I'm just sitting up here and I don't play my 3DS, and I was thinking that, okay, you know, looking back at the Wii was a cool console, man. I'm playing Xenoblade Chronicles right now, and it is freaking fun as hell. But it's like no online support still for the Wii. They got greedy with the Wii U. They didn't do the marketing right. You know, I don't understand the Nintendo Creator Program. I don't get that either. it's like I do understand what they're trying to do, but you're gonna have so many channels coming at you with, "Ooh, can I be part of this? Can I be part of it?" I mean, this is why I do my show the way it is. I do some Let's Play videos when I talk, and then I do some completed Let's Plays, depending. But what critiques can we give Nintendo, and hopefully that they could do better on Sony's problems?
What they could do better on? Let me see. Basically making better use of some of their other franchises. I mean, we saw, like, you know, Kid Icarus Uprising. It's like these other franchises have potential, and the fact that they, you know, and they're making progress towards that. Now, what I like to see, because Star Fox is finally getting a new freaking game on the console. I'm like, thank you.
Yeah, dude.
I'm like, yes.
And I don't know if I told you. Do you know about the little Star Fox secret in Bayonetta 2?
No, I don't think I do.
You don't mind if I spoil it for you? Or?
Actually, wait, I think you may have told me.
Yeah, it's where you get the costume and you fly as the R-Wing in a certain level.
Yeah, I remember you told me. Yeah, that's right.
Platinum Games doing that, and the controls feel good. I'm not BSing, dude. We need more stuff like that. I like Nintendo goodness, because Nintendo, they make some good games.
Yeah, when they hit a home run, they really hit a home run. I mean, like, because, I mean, I swear, like, Nintendo has shown that they still got it. I mean, Smash Brothers has been extremely successful, of course, because, yeah, it's Smash Brothers. Right. I mean, but, like, and then we got freaking Mario Kart 8, you know, really helping the sales, and then we got, you know, freaking games like Bayonetta 2. It's like, you know, exclusive. It's like Nintendo was real smart buying the rights to that. Right. It's like, hey, Sony, Microsoft, this is what you should have had. You should have had this game in your lineup. It's like, because now we're offering a good deal with it too. It's like you get Bayonetta 2, you also get Bayonetta 1 completely free.
Right.
It's like, that is good business right there.
Right, but when they do good things like that, along with Sony, along with Sony, Microsoft, when they do good things like that, treat their consumer well, yeah. You know, Nintendo, going with Microsoft, has all the rare properties. Sony has all these first-party Sony properties. Nintendo, you know, I want to see a new F-Zero or a HD version of F-Zero GX with online support, dude. That's all I need to do. Do that. Just do that. Don't re-release it as a GameCube type. HD remake. Dude, that's all you need to do. You don't even have to make a new one. That's all what people want.
I remember the funny ass post Sakurai left on Miiverse, where it's just like, Falcon, why do you not have a new game yet? Like when he announced it, it's like, Captain Falcon is coming. Why have you not have a new game yet? I remember I saw like a hilarious Tumblr post where it's like, why haven't you had a new game yet? It's like, Falcon, just Falcon lying on the floor in defeat. It's just like, it's so funny. It's so damn true. Because it's like that is also one of the other franchises. Just like, you know, like maybe not as bad as like say. Kid Icarus Uprising, like, because the whole Kid Icarus, like, because Kid Icarus has not seen a game for like 25 years or plus 25 years now, but that shit is just wow. Like, it's just. And now with F-Zero, though not as long as a hiatus as say Kid Icarus, it's like still, I mean, F-Zero has also been basically just gathering so much dust on the shelf as a franchise, and it's like I understand Shigeru wants it to be innovative. It's like, but at the same time, it's like if you already got a formula that works, stay with that formula.
Right.
It's like there's no need to add on anything else new. It's like I understand you are all for innovation. That's fairly respectable. Looking at you, Call of Duty. But it's like. That's really respectable, but it's like, at the same time, though, it's like, if you got a formula that really works, use it, just as long as you don't, of course, go into Call of Duty territory.
Right, like, every year, you know, and I'll say this, Black Ops 2 is the only second Call of Duty game I bought. It went from Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 to Battlefield 3, and I had that for a couple of years, and I still do because I invested in the DLC because the game to me was so freaking good. I actually liked the gameplay of it. And then every other year, Call of Duty. I digress. I'm sorry, everyone. If you love Call of Duty, I love it too. But my pocket is screaming. It's hollering, hipping and hollering, saying no more, no more. So I got bills I gotta pay. I can't buy a Call of Duty every freaking year, as much as I love the gaming industry.
Too much COD. 7.8 out of 10.
But I mean, there's franchises that are being left untapped. We might as well throw Sega in the mix too. Sega, I love Sonic.
Yes.
I love Sonic Boom. I'm still standing by a 7 out of 10. I'm still kind of disappointed because the execution could have been better. However, where's Vector Man? Where's Alex Kidd? I mean, Alpha Omega someone's
like
bringing this up, you know.
Where's Rystar? Like that game, like Rystar,
right?
Yeah, that thing with detachable limbs or whatever.
Rystar,
that game is awesome.
Streets of Rage. Did I say Vector Man? If I did, again, but you know.
Yeah, you did.
Shoot. I mean, Sega All Stars Racing. Yeah, that's cute. You know, call back to that, and I know that the crossover comic with Capcom will shed tears to Sega fans' eyes. But come on, man, it's about time, Sega, that we love Sonic, but unless you can go back to how the way Sonic Generations was with the Hedgehog engine and Sonic Colors and Sonic Lost World, make another game. What about Shinobi, man? I mean, shoot, I like me some Sega games, dude. I'll branch out to whatever you want, Sega. It's just, and if you're making a Sonic game, make it good.
Like,
it's not that you can't try different things. It's just execution. That's all.
Yes. Exactly. And like honestly, in terms of running mechanics, for Sonic games, like if they're gonna put running mechanics in, like it's like I honestly would prefer Adventure because I feel like Adventure had the best running mechanics down. I mean, it still had its moments where it could just kind of where Sonic, like saying, like remember that whole the sky level or whatever where he's running down the rail. Yeah, sometimes he would have his moments where he would just kind of ram into rails and just kind of stand there.
Yeah, with the big tornado and everything.
Yeah, going down a downward spiral to the goal or whatever. It's like it had its moments there where you kind of get stuck on the rails or whatever, just running on them and can't run in a straight arrow. But it's like I liked the running mechanics in Sonic Adventure. They got it right there. It's like, and then you had to. It's like. I get you're trying to make things innovative, but it's like you're going the wrong way about it doing it. It's like I feel like they should have just left it on because the running mechanics were just fun in Sonic Adventure, and Sonic Adventure 2 helped improved upon that, in some ways from what I remember.
Right.
Like they made it better there, and I wish they would have kept it that way. And like I mean the Hedgehog engine, while it was cool boosting around or whatever, I mean. Still, there's still an extent to where it's like it basically becomes boost to win. It's like there's really not much control you have. It basically feels like a racing car game. It's like when you start going very fast, you have no control over it.
Right, it feels more arcadey than Sonic Adventure 2 Battle to me.
Yeah, it does.
Even with Sonic Generations, and I love Sonic Generations, don't get me wrong, they kind of balanced it out to me, but then Sonic Lost World was interesting gameplay mechanics. I feel like that's like Super Mario Galaxy 2.5, I guess. That's how I look at it. And it was fun, but it's just like I love Sonic. I like the TV show Sonic Boom, the video game. But man, it's with Nintendo, with Sega, with all these guys. You guys got these properties, and it's so weird, man. It's like sometimes the fans deliver where the companies don't. I don't know if it's the corporate culture or structure, and I did hear that the Nintendo in Japan does things differently than here in America. It's like it has to be an idea that starts at the bottom, and everyone has to get behind it, or no dice, pretty much. That's what I heard in an interview from somebody who translated the games and stuff like that. So, I mean, hopefully, Nintendo's starting to branch out like Hyrule Warriors here. They're gonna, there's rumors of a Legend of Zelda TV show. I mean, this is great. And man, why can't we have a Kid Icarus Uprising TV show, dude?
Oh my god, anime style form, I'd love to see that. Like,
yeah, they did such a great job with the writing on that game and everything. It blew me away that I finished the game recently. Yeah, it took me a couple of years, but damn, after that I was a little sad because I'm like, okay, there's nothing else to do. I mean, there's stuff to do in a game, extra completionist stuff. I understand that, but it's like I'm a narrative type of guy. I love playing games with story. Depending on it's changed a little bit after since watching the completionist and everything like that. Strangely enough, so I don't mind some of the extra stuff here, but if it's compelling, but it's like it has to be good, you know. It just has to be freaking good, man. You know, what cool things that Nintendo's done? Well, going from the critique to the positive now, Nintendo's did a good job on the gaming part. When it comes to hardware, I'm sure enough Sony's won that, but in terms of gaming, dude, Hyrule Warriors, Bayonetta 2, Smash Brothers, dude, Mario Kart 8, you know, these are some good games, dude. And in a real way, though, I feel like that their indie scene, I think that indie scene for Nintendo feels like the old school NES days, that new games are going to come out. Maybe some new franchises might come out of all this, you know what I mean? They may not have the big third major party support, but Nintendo's starting to go back to the NES days, like with the indie developers. Yeah, I know Microsoft and Sony do have indies too. But to me, I feel like Nintendo might have a good opportunity here to really utilize the people, the indie community, and find some good things. You know, I'm heard from Game Explain. There's a couple of games coming out for the eShop, so you know Nintendo's not dry in terms of games. You know, as long as you know, for all four of these companies, Microsoft, Sony, Nintendo, Sega, if you're going, as long as the games are, and third parties as a fifth one, man, and games must be complete. If they're complete, great. They must be fun, yes. Make sure there's a variety of it. You know, there's the ratings for a reason. You know, social commentary in games, that's just something for another day. If the game is fun, it's fun. You know, that as long as it doesn't, you know, offend anybody to a really extreme, you know, that everyone universally pans it because it's over the top. But beyond that, that's it for me, man. I mean, anything else you want to finish up, Leon?
Just in conclusion with Nintendo, I think that yes, like they've been doing good. They've been making a good comeback from when they had like their you know, their very bad start with the Wii U because of poor advertisement and just like and just thinking that people wouldn't get it's like they should have clarified on that. And also the launch lineup, just like 3DS, was once again weak. Nothing really worth buying. We had some games here and there that were good, but nothing that was like saying you got to get this console now. It's like it wasn't until Smash Brothers, of course, and Mario Kart 8, and then Bayonetta 2, and then freaking those games came out or whatever, and then with Splatoon in the works now. You know, it's like we got like in finally a new Star Fox game. It's like now people are finally having reasons to buy it. It's like Nintendo knows how to deliver. They just gotta know how to do the timing better. So yeah, like, and also something else worth mentioning is they need to also get more with the times with online too, because they've been making progress with it slowly but surely. It's just too bad that Splatoon is not going to have multiplayer online chat, from what I've heard.
Yeah, don't have multiplayer online, but no chat, which is at least no chat in party with friends you know.
Yeah.
Not with random strangers. Like if the person's on your friend list, you know, you can at least talk with them. And oh yeah, this is Deity Link right there, just to let people know he's just.
Oh yeah, it's pretty cool. I saw them. It's like, yep, there he is in action. Like
slashing up the bad guys.
This shit is so awesome. Like, just freaking raping everyone.
Yes, taking care of everybody, man. So with that, y'all, we're wrapping this up right here. Next episode, who knows what happens. So, with that, guys, this is Neon San of Gaming on the Rocks, and this has been a good pal Leon here.
Yeah, thanks for having me here, dude. It's been fun.
Oh yeah,
like
dude.
Always.
Always, dude. So, anyways, guys, that's it. See you guys next time.
See you guys next time. Good night, everyone, or have a good afternoon wherever the hell you are.
Hey guys, thank you for watching Gaming on the Rocks. I really appreciate it. this is season 3. We're moving towards some newer things. Next episode, do expect to see some Bayonetta there. With this ending theme, I really wanted to give it a transition between night and day. So if you're confused and seeing this for the first time, like, oh, okay, I get it. So there's a narrative behind it, and there's beautiful music as well. So anyways, please like, share, comment, subscribe, whatever the crap you want to do if you desire. And always, keep rocking on.